Oh, I'm live. I didn't even realize that I was live. Hi, everybody. You probably saw me messing around and setting this up. You know what? Sometimes it gets, I think things change every time I come live, and I thought I hadn't pressed the button, but I must have pressed the button. So my apologies. How are you all? Today we are using the colors of the tree swallow. I'm going to grab the image for you. Here we are. Hang on, I'm going to delete that one. This is the tree swallow. You may have seen this over on Instagram and come over, and you are here live with me. I am going to choose another picture that I have on my camera roll, and then we will get started. These are some colors that I may be trying today. I've added them all in here. We did a color swap, and this was back, oh gosh, when was this? Was this before Christmas? Hi Maria, good morning. Hi Louise. It was like a color swap. No, it wasn't color swatch. It was like a color test swap. And Sarah, she went out of her way and did like mini quarter pans for me, which was really sweet of her. So these are all blacks. They're called convenience blacks. I didn't even know, but they're basically not black, but they're mixed. They're mixed colors to create blacks, which is really clever. I'll do a little post on these as well, I think. And then we have all these colors as well, which I have to, she's put the names on the sides. You can see trans yellow, oxide, but I'm not 100% sure what brand they are, but it doesn't really matter because they're just colors. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm even going to use those. I have some paints here that I can lift again, which is great, and I will just get a white out. I have the schminke. I also have the gouache, or I have like an abundance of white now. I've got the gouache, I've got the Holbein, I've got the Da Vinci, and I've got the schminke. I'm just like, you know, not missing anything. You guys are the best. What are you guys up to? This is the image of the swallow. I was just looking for, because I don't buy cold press paper anymore, but you know what, because I've got a workshop coming up today, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have a pad of cold press, and we're doing realistic painted dogs today. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I raided my drawer. These were a whole series that I did when I was running my Mamas and Chicks baby show. It was like a baby and mom trade show kind of thing. I made little prints that you could frame, and I'm like, I can use the back of these, so I'm going to use the back of these. They're the cold press paper that I enjoy using, and that's where I do all my dog portraits on, so I can do that. And I'm going to try and get these finished also today, and just put some, like, sew them up basically. Very cheap paper that I thought was going to be brilliant paper and was not. So but I'll have some sketch, like some quick sketch books, so I can save the paper that I love. I just did a post about this sketchbook over on Substack, so if you're not on my Substack, go over and sign up. It's free to sign up. It's just a newsletter that I only send out a couple a month. I'm not super prolific with my newsletters, but anyway, sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. But I just talked about that sketchbook a little bit. C is doing flowers today. I have two images that I'm going to look at doing. Oh, and anyway, just to let you know that that workshop, the Realistic Dog Workshop, is today at 10 a.m. So if you're watching this and you want to sign up for it, please do go to my website, blueshineart.com, and it's right there. And I don't have any dogs. Do I have any dogs to show you here? I just want to show you what kind of thing we're going to be doing today. I know that I have painted lots of dogs. I think I had, let's have a look. Just quickly so that I send my dog sitter a lot of dogs. So things like, we are actually working just from 2 images today, but so this is the kind of thing, oh, those are cats, the kind of thing that we will be doing, but not cats, dogs today. Let's have a look. Going back to the images that I've got, I have 2 images that I may do. This one I picked because of the colors of the swallow. It's very similar to this, so that would be an easy one for me. Super easy. Oh, C said, I can begin but have to end very early at 10. You can begin. What can you begin? We start at 10. That's what time it starts. Hi, Meryl. And then this was a Japanese restaurant that I went to in Oaxaca. It's gorgeous, and I don't have any images right now to show you of the inside, but it's called Casa Istanbul. And it's one of those courtyards that you wouldn't believe that was behind this door, but you go in and then it goes into a courtyard, and the restaurant and the tables are in the courtyard. And it had a really funky bar area as well, where the walls were painted by a local artist. They were a little bit I don't think I'm a prude, but sometimes the images are a bit they were a bit shocking. Let's just say that. Okay. Not something that maybe your 9, 10, 12-year-old should be seeing on the walls, but you know, it was a bar, so they probably wouldn't be in there anyway. C says, I can begin at 10 but may have only half an hour. That's fine, C. Okay, so I have that image, and then I have this image, which I may keep for another time. I may just keep it simple today, but I do like this image. This was a restaurant next to the place that we were staying. Actually, it's owned by Lila Downs, who is a famous Mexican singer. Maria knows her music well. I think if you're in the Americas, Central Americas, South Americas, you probably know her well. All right, so perhaps I will, this one is, it would be kind of cool to do this one because it's I'm going to just put that on Do Not Disturb, and I'm also going to put that one on Do Not Rotate. This is kind of the obvious choice, so maybe I will make it this today, because I have, like in the bird, I have the blacks, I have these grays. I can use gray and substitute gray for the bar area. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll get this sketched out and then get started. Hi, Louise. Did I say hi to Louise and Maria and C and Meryl? And if you're here, please give me a thumbs up, because, you know, we like to make sure that people can see these videos as well. There's 10 people watching, but only 5 of you commenting. If you want to say hi, love to know where you're from and who is here. Okay, I'm going to get some white on here. I do have white, and I'm going to spray this. It will lift, but not to the consistency that I really want. And I also have to find my little sprayer. I don't know where my little sprayer went. I cleaned up my table, and then things disappear. You know what I do find though? I keep finding glue sticks You know, it was that time when I couldn't find a glue stick anywhere, and now I can find them everywhere. I have 3 on my table. But I can't find my little spray spritzer. It is somewhere here. Anyway, what I'll do is I have the big spritzer, but it just gets a little bit globby. But we'll spray it anyway, because then I can lift some colour. I'll also move my water over a little bit. These are the Daniel Smith that I was using last week, and they actually reactivate very well, which I like. I like that I don't have to make a big effort to reactivate them. Good morning, Sarah. Hello, Esty. Hi, Carolyn. Nice of you to join and nice of you to comment. So the colours are, I could probably put the colours up here. If I go back here, so we've got this lovely turquoisey, it should be a little bit more, turquoisey than that. So we have this kind of muted turquoise, and then we've got a lighter blue, and then we have like a dark turquoise. So this is the image that I'm going to be doing. It's Lilla Rogers's bar restaurant, and I'm sketching it out first, which I guess I could have done it in pencil, but I'm going to do it quite painterly today. Meryl, are you all caught up on your birds? Today is Tuesday, so I know that Dylan Sarah usually has his Draw With Him Zoom session. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing, but I have my class, my workshop for realistic dogs. Is there anything that I'm missing? It's Tuesday the 9th. It's my brother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday, B. What else? What else? I don't know. So it's funny because I just did a 10-week session with the Visual Arts Passage with their fine arts gallery program, and that program is definitely, it's for people who are looking at furthering their art career, whether it be in, it's gallery related, so building a portfolio basically, and it is great. You have to be self-motivated for sure. There are critiques every week. There's guidance, and if that's something that you are looking to do or get into, I would definitely suggest that you look into it. You can have an interview with Timmy, who will tell you whether it's right for you or not right for you. They also have an illustration side if you want to get into editorial work or into illustrating books, and that is kind of similar in the way that they are also guiding you in your career and where it can take you with the type of work that you're doing. I really found it helpful because, oh no, I can hear the rain and I didn't put the cover on my outdoor furniture. That's not good, is it? Uh-oh. Maybe I should leave you guys and you can draw while I go and run and put it on. I think it's pouring. Oh, shoot. I took it off yesterday to air because it was such a nice day and I didn't put it back on. Maybe I should look. Oh, I can't look. I was going to look how long it's going to rain for. Shall I say back in 5 minutes? I think it's pouring. Oh, Sarah says, Beth has a meet with TJ Masson drawing Bigfoot at 11 a.m. Yeah, it's right when I have my class. So, but hey, if you want to go to that instead of my class, do that. Like if you, it depends how you're feeling. Do you want to do my class or do you want to go to Beth's? Yeah, unfortunately, it's exactly the same time. I may just leave you guys for 5 minutes. Is that like weird? I don't want to leave the live. I just want to, I need to go and put that cover on. Life happens. Come back in 5 minutes. All right, I'm going to put a little sign. I did used to have a little sign saying back in 5 minutes. Here, I'll do another one. I mean, it may be quicker. All right, I'll see ya. I'll be back. Listen to me running up the stairs. Woo! That was 4 minutes. Yay! Okay, it had poured already and I just caught a break, but I had to like swish some water off the seats and look, oh my gosh, I just heard it like I'm in the basement, and I usually don't hear the rain, but it must have been really heavy, like a downpour. Anyway, got it done. If you're here, oh, Louisa says, what did she lose? I didn't lose anything. I forgot to put the cover back on some seats outside, and it started pouring. And the thing is, it wasn't supposed to really pour today. But then looking at the weather last night, I remember seeing that there's going to be almost like 48 hours of rain, but maybe it started already. Carolyn says, I was looking online at the origami sketchbook you recommended. I'm always looking for the perfect paper in sketchbook. Okay, so I will just quickly, because we're here and we talked about it a little bit in our Patreon meet yesterday. But Sarah suggested this lovely sketchbook and I do absolutely love it. Carolyn, it's quite it's quite heavy, like it's a really substantial size sketchbook. There's 128, I think, pages, which means that there's 68 spreads. Oh, 160, hang on. 128 pages, so there's 64 spreads, which is really quite great. So I did a little bit of a time lapse of me doing that, but then also, and I don't think I have, did I put even markers? Yeah, I did put brush pens, but these were the quick sketches that I did with Melissa Martin when we did the geisha last week. And you can see there's no bleed, like it's really great. I haven't tried, and this was with Inktense watercolors, so it goes on really, really well. I really like it, and it lays flat, as you can see. So yeah, actually this one doesn't lay flat, but this one does lay flat. So I think wherever the, what are they called? The signatures are, like the last page is maybe not completely flat. It has 2 ribbons, which I think is really helpful if you want to go back to one picture or if you're showing. And then it has a pocket in the back. And it comes with a few little stickers. It's very pretty, very, very pretty. And then it has a pencil holder as well. So I was saying in my post that maybe it's not a travel sketchbook, but maybe it is. Maybe it's the one thing that you take. It has a really nice weight to it. It has a very nice weight to it. But if you're sitting there, at least then it has a back if you want to do some painting. Like it's quite hardy and it's not flimsy. So yeah, still it's fantastic. Really love it. All right, let's get back to painting, because if not, I won't get this painted today. All right. So anyone else painting with us this morning? Anyone? Okay, I need to go a bit darker. So looking at my values, this is the bird that I'm doing, and I was going to do all this in grays, keep this in blue, grays, and then keep the floor kind of this, like this as well. I want to capture the light as well. So I'm just going to block in. Let's get this a little bit darker. Yeah, going back to these Daniel Smith gouache, they really do reactivate very nicely. Very happy with them. They almost feel like how they feel when they're fresh out the tube, which is not always the case. Okay, so I'm going to look at all the dark points and just get those in. I know it's kind of a little bit backwards because, but I just want to get some, it may turn out quite loose. The whole idea is to use the colors of the bird and get an image, either in your sketchbook, on a piece of paper, and just practice. This one, actually, this image would probably be really good if you made it into grayscale. Okay, I'm going to get this a little bit darker. It's a funny design. So many beautiful tiles and floors in Oaxaca as well. I think people think of Mexico, if you haven't been like into cities, well, okay, this is what I thought. I didn't think that it would be so beautiful and well taken care of. I didn't think that they would, like the Mexicans, that it would feel more than what Spain is, like more like they're prouder of their place, of their restaurants, of their shop, beautifully well kept. Yeah. I can see why a lot of people want to just go over there and live, you know, a few months of the year. One, because it's cheaper, but two, because it is such a beautiful place. And I wish you all could come with me in January. You guys would love it. You would absolutely love it. Okay, so just getting a rough feel of the tile here. Good morning, Jen. How are you? Getting ready to paint with me. Wonderful. Did I lose you guys? No, we're still live. It just looks like I'm slow, like my connection is slow over on my computer for some reason. And I'm not... Do you guys still hear me? Oh, did I lose you? Ah, this could be the storm. Did I lose you? No internet connection. Well, it looks like I'm live still on my phone, but it could have switched to... my data, so I'm going to keep going. Let's have a look to see if I'm back. Are you guys here? Tell me if you're here. We're having storms, so it could be, that could be the reason. Oh gosh, I hope that my class will run. If anybody's here and is coming to my class, please know that if there is an outage for some reason and I can't be teaching it, I will just either reschedule for another time or keep recording and then just post the replay. just the same also, if you can't make it and there is only like one person, the class still goes ahead. Even if there's no people, I will still be painting and teaching, and I'll just send it to you as a replay. Ray clear. See, maybe C means very clear, and Louise says still here. Good. Carolyn says nice. Thank you for taking the time to share with us. You're very welcome, Carolyn. All right. I'm gonna go a little bit grayer, tiny touch grayer, because if I go back to the bird, there is some very dark areas. I can use that. That was the other image that I wanted to do. I'm just gonna put that in. Let's see how dark that is. That's quite dark. Some dark areas over here. It's quite a large brush that I'm using as well. Probably doesn't need to be that large. Just looking, really just focusing on shapes and blocks and dark areas. Okay, I will need to go a little bit lighter, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to this gray. And just get my bar area blocked in. If you're just joining, we're using bird colors as palettes this month. I don't know. I think we all got it, but I'm not sure if everybody else gets it. So we're taking a bird a day, and that bird is our color palette. I know not everybody wants to do it either, but that's fine too. I thought it was a brilliant idea, and it's been great so far. Thank you, Louisa. Louisa was the one that gave us this brilliant idea. I think it's a good challenge. So I'm just blocking in because I want to then come back in with more details, but this bit doesn't need to be detailed at all. You just have to, I have to get the values right. Also, I'm gonna just take that gray that I have, and I'm going to put it on some of the areas of the floor because they are actually in shadow. Oaxaca has the most beautiful light I would say it's very similar to Spain, where I grew up, where I lived in Spain. Where I lived in Spain. Did I do any growing up in Spain? I'm not sure if I grew up in Spain. All right. I'm going to use this back here as well, and then I can, well, we have this beautiful, these beautiful plural lampshades, so maybe I'll just leave them in negative shape, negative space shapes. This one may be a little bit too big. Let's make that a little bit smaller. The coffee machine back here, very important. And I'm going to take an even lighter grey and just put it in the ceiling area. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, well, I've got to change it now then. See, that was my, it should have gone out that way. I don't think it matters too much. Just going to make it a little bit of a different shape. I'm designing my own lampshades, that's all. Sarah says, Louise has done a beautiful job translating the bird colors into her still life. She really has. She's done a fantastic job. Yeah, I know quite a lot of you get it. Like, who else has been, well, Meryl has been doing birds. So she's been taking the colors and making patterns as well from the birds. Something that we have loved doing in the past. So that's nice to see that happen again. And there has been portraits done in those colors as well. Estee's been doing portraits. All right, this has to be also lighter, so I'm going to just block this in, and then I can put some darker. Oh, should I do those? No, I think I'll do these in, should I leave them in white or do them in, maybe I'll do them in blues. Light blues. I can leave some in white and just take some shadowed areas like so, and then get some form and shape on these by just using the line. And get some line in here as well. I may have to wait and let this dry actually. I'll do that. I will be patient, let them wait, or I will wait, let them dry. Okay, let's put a little bit of color on the backs of this figure. Whoops, I made that a little bit too wide. And here as well. Arm, back, side, hair too. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've got 15 minutes. We're good, we're good. Okay, I'm going to go up here and grab some darker. I need to also have that turquoisey color, so let me pick up a little bit more of this cyan. Is it cyan? I think it was. And just get some shelves on here. Even though they don't carry down here, I'm just going to carry them down so that I get a little bit of an edge to the bar area. So I want a contrast against the lady. I want there to be a really dark contrast right here, so then the light areas will be brighter. I was wondering if I could see myself in the reflection, because there were mirrors in the back there. I'm like, ooh, can I see? That's always exciting when you find something extra in your pictures. Do you ever do that? Look at your photos and go, ooh, I didn't realize I could see that. That's something new. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's just me. Louisa says, Louise, oh, I love your still bird colors. Now I want to run out and buy a wee sketchbook and add it to the collection. And Louisa says, I think I have one or two already. And Louise says, thank you, Louise and Sarah. I'm keeping it very simple this month, so I can actually finish a month. I think you already finished a month, didn't you? Last month? It was because you did 100 days. That's why. You probably feel like you haven't, like it's taken you a long time to finish things. Okay, I forgot that bit. Not sure why. Shoulder up. All right, and I can take this and put it a little bit on these hanging lampshades. Couldn't think of the word. Happens. I do love the glow of the, like, the colors actually in the photograph are so lovely that it's really difficult to just do a translation and not want to just paint what you see, but I think it's really good practice. So I am enjoying this challenge of this month for sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, I just went over the light there. There's slight differences in color. I like all these shapes as well. Let's go with a little bit more of a gray blue for this hang thing. Oh, and I can use this also for the, what is this called? Is it just Jen, you would know. At the top, I can't remember what it's called. Just trim? Do you call it just trim, or has it got a special name, the one at the top? Lots of negative space. Like, you could do a lot and really focus on negative space for this one. Even though I'm doing it not all right, but I'm trying to just create the idea of shelves and things in the shelves, but it's not all right. It's not what I see right in front of me. I know that. I'm going to just put this in dark and also just block this in because it's a little bit darker over on that side. C says, wow, this is a great scene in today's colors. Thank you, C. It's a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. Maybe I should have chosen the other one, the door. But I'm enjoying it. It brings back a lot of great memories. And it brings me a lot of excitement too to go back. So Okay, there's a big box up. Like, I don't have to put everything that I see in these little areas. I do want to, I want to try and mimic the size of the shelf on this side to the shelf here, and just pay attention to my values and where it's dark, where it's light. I can add a little bit more of depth to here, I think. This is all, these are all drawers, and then we have another little rug carpet hanging in the background here. I have to put the faces in, but this is where I'm like, oh, shall I just put, do I have any warm colors in the bird? Not really. Everything is pretty, I'll have to do a light blue, I think. A very light blue. We have 5 minutes left, everybody. Just a different blue, a little bit more of a, because I don't need it too light, but just a different tone, a different hue. How did your flowers go, see? Okay, not sure what that is. Let's just put a few what look like glasses here upside down. And we need to get that blue a little bit lighter. It's a bit dry. Let me get a little bit of water on my brush. I think what I've learned about gouache is that you can really use it almost like a, a crayon. Like, you don't actually need a mixed media to go over the top. It's quite nice to use it in both painterly ways and a sketch way as well. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I'm sure they do, but I like the fact that you can use it in both ways. I'm trying to get rid of all the white. This probably has to be a bit darker. The details on under the bar. Don't want it in light. Just check your values, make sure that you are seeing them the right way. Not sure about this leg. Let's change that. And also the hair and the faces. Let's just quickly put a little face on this person. And just give her more hair. I wonder if I should make their backs a little bit darker, and then I will be done and I will say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for being patient with me while I ran upstairs and put the covers on my outdoor furniture so they wouldn't get, well, they did get soaking, but we've got 2 days of rain coming, so not much walking is going to be had, and a lot of rain. I should just take Miss Piper to the mall. Do you know how many dogs I have seen walking in the mall recently? And they're supposed to only be service dogs, but I guess until somebody says anything, then you can just take your dog to the mall. But the thing is, she'll be barking at everyone. She'll be like a crazy dog in the mall, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe she'll be okay. Okay, so I didn't get her hair right. Can put that. I can change that a little bit. Probably put, ooh, that's a bit of a big eyebrow. Oh, and she's wearing glasses. That's going to help a little bit. All right, everyone, I know you guys gotta go. I gotta go. I will see you, some of you, I'll see you at 10 o'clock. If you are here and you're coming to class, please turn up maybe 5 minutes earlier, not later. Only because I like to start right on 10, and this way I don't have to explain myself twice or 3 times. Yeah, if you have to come late, then that's fine, but I am there usually 10-15 minutes earlier, and I look forward to drawing some dogs with you. I feel like there are other parts now that oh, look at that. That's just a big mistake over here. I gotta fix that quickly. See how this runs like this? I gotta make it run at the same level. If not, it's gonna look a bit weird. And then this. You can always take a ruler and just put your ruler there to make sure. Not doing a very good job of that. Just to make sure you are getting it all the way across. Don't really like that light line. All right, well, there's lots that I could do to this for sure, because it's a little bit wonky, and I could up my darks in certain areas for sure. But this is taking the tree swallow colors and creating a little scene. I could also clean up this little bit here. Have a really good day, everybody. I will see you later. That one's too heavy. Okay. Thank you, Esty. Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks, C. Take care, everybody. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.